district champions last year. Hopefully again this year. Let's see if I can get the Big Red Cardinals football team.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Red Wolves football. This is the last view you're going to get from this. Jason, pop on in here with Greg Southworth, Jason Cox. This is Brent McNitt coming at you live from Big Rapids. We are going to go back out to the field so you don't ever have to look at that again. Big Rapids has just taken the field. We're hoping that we get some people. We got 6 people on. Please give us some feedback. First one of the year. Let's get some feedback on the audio. I'm going to turn me down because it looks like I'm yelling a little bit. So Jason is muted. Jason, let's try your audio and see what we got.
Brent, just getting ready here to start the national anthem. So,
all right. Well, that's going to be a good time for us to go on mute while we do that. Getting right set here for the national anthem.
Ben Miller, Jr., running back, shout out Mom. My name is Silas Penning, Jr., cornerback, shout out to Jimmy Johns.
My name is Gunnar Goodell, quarterback, junior, and shouting out any Chinese buffet.
Bryson Newell, linebacker / running back, class of 2025. Shout out my Uncle Adam, who's slower than me.
Cody Conley, class of 25, water boy. Shout out my dad.
Alex McNeil, 2026, tight end. Shout out to my mom.
Elijah Garcia, class of 25, tight end. I'd like to shout out my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Baron Marinich, class of 2025, position kicker, shout out Mama Marinich.
Landon Buell, class of 2025, position team bowling manager, and shout out my uncle.
Well, we got about half the Red Wolves in there on that introduction, so looks like we got a little time here as Big Rapids Band's going to play their fight song, so we'll get the rest of our introductions in.
Oh, hey. Darren Strong, senior, offensive tackle, defensive end, long snapper. Shout out Grandma Judy and little Dennis at home.
Dalton Ike, junior, offensive tackle, defensive tackle. Shout out UPS for the glorious health benefits.
Colin Campbell, offensive defensive line, senior, kickoff, PAT. Shout out my grandma and grandpa, and shout out Cody, he has earrings.
Gage Mavis, senior, defensive end, kickoff. Shout out to my moms.
Julian Hernandez, a.k.a. Maui, play O-line, D-line. Like to shout out Moana 2.
Tyler Kruziger, I'm a junior, offensive and defensive line. I'd like to shout out Meyer for their generous food selection.
Austin Ackerman, Jr., offensive line and outside linebacker. Shout out to Dalton's 2 left feet.
Cody Simpson, senior, offensive tackle, defensive tackle. Shout out Colin, you got fluffy hair.
Eli Sonnenberg, Jr., wide receiver, DB. Shout out Baron Marinich, partner in crime.
Kendall Tate, sophomore, wide receiver, safety. Shout out Emma Penning.
I'm Karen Armijo. I'm a junior running back, and I'm shouting out Mr. Geffrey.
My name is JJ Varney, 2026, wide receiver, running back, and safety. Shout out my Chicos at Home Depot.
Yep. I'm PJ DeYoung. I'm a running back, senior, and built by McDonald's.
And there are your Red Wolves for 2025. So Jason, getting ready to kick off. Familiar foe, although it was a long time ago when we actually faced him, it seems like, beginning of last season.
It was a lot better drive last year, Brent.
Yeah, this year was a little bit long. Grand Rapids, I don't advise anybody takes that route. But we've got Goodell kicking. You're going to hear a lot of the same names at the same position as last year. This is a very experienced, albeit thin, Red Wolves team. There's not a lot of experience at the backup positions this year. Gunner's kick is away. Good boot. It's going to be about the 5-yard line, fielded by Big Rapids. He's going to trip and fall down. He's going to go down right at the 20. Bates, the return man for Big Rapids. He's going to go right
got
down.
a little extracurricular out there on the outside.
Yeah, it's chippy already. Austin Ackerman on the tackle for the Red Wolves. So, beautiful.
If I remember from last year, Brent, I think they were a lot of motion and a lot of sprint action and trying to get the receivers on the run.
Yeah, and Big Rapids went about the same distance we did in the playoffs last year. They may have gone one more round, but it was, very similar seasons. Red Wolves was one of their few losses last year. Of course, we got them at home, so that helped. Beautiful facility, beautiful school here in Big Rapids.
They went undefeated the rest of the season until the playoffs after.
Yeah, so we were their only blemish going into the playoffs last year. They're going to hand off. Seven's got the ball around the outside, and he's going to be met out there. Looked like PJ.
Jack Bowman on the carry, 5 yards.
Cody Conley on the
almost looks like an RPO.
tackle.
Conley on the tackle for the Red Wolves brings up a 2nd and 5.
Garrett Foster looks like their QB.
Jack Bowman's the running back.
So Bowman's the running back at 3.
Now
Is
they
that
just
2 or
moved
3?
into
Cole Haste?
Moved into a wing.
Yeah, it's Cole Haste back there. There's a handoff inside. That's a good run. That's ahead for about 3 more. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 2. Colin Campbell on the tackle for the Red Wolves.
So it looks like we're going to see a mixed offense, Brent. They went from a shotgun to
I
a
think
T-look.
I think there's a lot of everything's. Coaches have been working all summer on these playbooks. They feel pretty good about them, so they're going to try everything. Kitchen sink here in the first drive. That's a handoff inside. That's met in the backfield. 72 for the Red Wolves. Julian Hernandez jumped that one. That's going to put the punt team on the field as a loss of about 3.5 on the play. It's going to bring up 4th and 5 deep in their own territory, and it doesn't look like Big Rapids is going to try to test their luck. Eli Sonnenberg's back to receive the punt for the Red Wolves.
No, that Julian's tackle there definitely saved them from trying to sneak out at 4th.
Oh, he absolutely destroyed the offensive lineman there, getting his way into the backfield. We almost had a chance to test out the house, see if it's still working. That's a low snap, and that's bobbled. He's going to come away with it. He's going to try to kick it, and that's blocked. And that's going to go out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Could not ask for a better. There's the howl for the first time. Wait, let's do another one. So that's going to be a first down for the Red Wolves. And, Jason, I don't think you could have written a better script to start the game.
Great heads-up play. The outside contained, stayed in, and saw him.
Not really sure what Bowman was doing there. I mean, he had time to get that punt off. He looked like he was going to maybe try to run it and then realize that was an even worse idea.
Yeah,
but you know what? It's a lot of criticism for somebody who breathes hard getting up and down the stairs.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to go to a rugby-style punt, and they just allowed him to eat it up.
Ben Miller, PJ, and Bryson Newell.
So Bryson, Ben, and PJ in the backfield behind Gunnar Goodell. Very familiar look. This is going to be Ben Miller off the right side. Ben's going to go forward for about 5. Nice carry for Ben to start the season off. I would expect to get all 3 backs involved pretty early here.
Sure.
These guys have been chomping at the bit to get going this year. That Niles loss did not sit well with these kids. They've been in the weight room and they've been working hard all year long. A lot of new offensive linemen. We'll call them out as we can, but always anchored by big number 69, Darren Stry, Kentucky commit. This is going to be PJ. PJ off this side, about the same results as Ben. He's going to be a yard short. He's going to he's going to be 2 yards short. So we'll call it 3 for PJ.
We pulled the whole right side on that. He had 2 lead blockers pulling in front of him.
Yeah, and that's what I talked about, getting Darren out in front.
I don't have a pen. Right next to it.
Already 37 viewers on the first. I expect a little bit more from that tonight, Jay, with the drive that we had.
I thought so too.
Some of these viewers may be stuck in traffic right now. We've got one out of Seattle, so that's a good outside one to start the season. So
About
Power
the same drive
I,
as we had.
Power I, look for this one to go right up the rear end of Mr. Stride. No, it's inside. That's Newell. And Newell's going to go for a first down. And, right on script, talk about getting everybody involved early. All three have one carry here and 3 plays into the season. And that's a Red Wolves first down.
Kind of a little trick play there. Goodell looked like he was going to reverse pivot and handed it off in the middle of the pivot.
First and 10, Paw Paw. Mills got a card First and 10. 21 last year.
So Bryson Newell switches over to his dad's number, I believe. Is he wearing 28?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Gunner under center.
Blitz
This is
going
going to
to
be Ben Miller. Nice hole off the right side. Follow Darren. That's a nice one. And the little extra connector, Julian, making sure somebody sat down for supper.
Julian's he's got a fire in his belly tonight.
So Austin Ackerman, Colin Campbell along the line down there.
Yeah, Big Rapids blitzed on the backside and
Tyler Cruisinga.
left that wide open.
And then Julian Hernandez and Darren are on the line. You got Kalen Tates at tight end. Well, he is at some points. Marinich is playing tight end too. There's a pitch out to PJ. He's got Darren in front of him. Nice play by the secondary there from Big Rapids. Be able to get past that block.
Yeah.
Cody Conley's playing the other tight end. Kalen's more of a wideout. Yeah, not the biggest body in the but
Yeah, Darren had that corner sealed, and somehow someone snuck through behind
I'd like to see him get Kalen involved early and often, though. He's got some talent, and he's that X factor back that we have. And he's only a sophomore. So Gunnar Goodell brings him to the line in the eye. There is a wideout. Hand off to PJ. PJ is going to get a Red Wolves first down.
Number 7, Jack Bowman on the tackle.
Well, a lot of like we saw last year, Brent, slow and steady.
Hey, this is
Winning the race.
This is what we'd like to see right here. This is the workman-like. Bring your lunch.
On the Big Rapids, 13-yard line. First and 10, Red Wolves.
So that's a new wrinkle. We haven't seen Ben split wide yet in his tenure with the Red Wolves. So, again, Miller split wide to the right. First down. Do we put it up here for the first time all year, Jay? I think the fullback gets the ball. Nope, going to go to PJ. PJ's going to look for some hole there. He's got about a yard, maybe, 2.
Not a whole lot there. It was pretty stiff.
PJ DeYoung sucking him in. Stop. Cardinal tacklers led by number 18.
We've got some new wrinkles that we're going to roll out this year on the broadcast. They're not all working real well yet, and we're on such a big budget, it's hard to figure out where to spend the money. Both dollars are sitting there in our bank account waiting to go.
Can't have both.
Well, I hope nobody filled out their fuel reimbursement for the trip up here. From the wing T, Gunnar Goodell is going to hand this to Miller. Oh, that's Newell up the middle. Newell down to about the 2.5-yard line. That's going to be close to a Red Wolves first down. He landed on the extra point line, so that's the 2.5. That is going to no, he's not. All right, there we go. First and goal. Greg's got better binoculars than I do.
Julian Hernandez is.
He's
a monster tonight.
He came out to play tonight, didn't he?
Inside the 5-yard line.
And last year, Jason,
this was 3 guys dragged.
This was PJ DeYoung territory last year. Power I, PJ off the right side.
Yep. See those road graders over there.
I think they might pull Darren on this. Well,
There
Ben's going to go off the right
Touchdown,
side. Ben
Red
for a
Wolves.
Paw Paw touchdown.
Right behind big old 69 there.
Following the Kentucky commit, Darren Stride. Ben Miller goes off the right side for a 2-yard Red Wolves touchdown.
Yeah, they had that. They collapsed that whole left side of that defensive line.
So Gunnar Goodell's in to kick the extra point for the Red Wolves. Kalen Tate to hold. Darren Stry is the long snapper. Snap is held. Kick is low, but kick is no good. Looked like it went low and left. It was a screamer going through there. You know, Gunnar had got a base hit on that one, but it definitely was not high enough to get into the uprights. So that's going to take us here to 4:49 left in the first. Paw Paw jumps up to a 6-0 lead on Big Rapids.
I think I heard that kick more than seeing it.
Yeah, that was a zinger. It was flying over. Somebody ducked at the offensive line. That's not a good sign. Yeah, that would have been a good deflection.
Definitely had the power.
So if you happen to be watching us on YouTube, go ahead and hit the comment section. Just let us know you're out there. We see our affiliate in Tampa's in. Hope he was able to catch the player introductions. We'll play him one more time for sure tonight. So I think the Lance Legion is probably watching tonight. I've heard rumor of several different watch parties around the area tonight. So good that we could make the trip, Jay. I'm glad to be back in the booth. It's happy, even though we had a 6.5-hour drive.
Well, if we didn't love it, we wouldn't be here, right?
We love each other so much. We drove 3 different trucks up here to get here. So we took a little chunk out of the ozone. Gunnar Goodell to kick. And kick is away, a little shorter this time. They're gonna bobbled in the back. That's not going to help.
And he ran into his own blocker
yeah,
for nothing.
This is going to be a great coverage for Paw Paw. Howl time. Great coverage for Paw Paw as we're going to hold them back to about the 15-yard line. We had some Red Wolves on the tackle. Dropped a bolt in the.
Yeah, he looked like he did a good job setting the block to get there.
So we had Gage Mabus among some other Red Wolves on the tackle. Didn't get the carrier for Big Rapids, but, you know, I don't think there's any Big Rapids people listening, so not as urgent. Probably not getting any angry letters that I missed their grandson. Stry set up on the left side of the line. They're coming that way.
Outside.
That's a collapse in there. Nice play on the edge. That's Baron Marinich. Baron did a nice job of shedding that block, getting off it.
Stayed low.
Taking the tackle. Good fundamentals. They have good fundamentals in the UP. You know, that's the lumber that they made that table out of. It's oak, not pine. Might as well be.
He's just a troll like all of us now.
Yeah, he was born and raised down south, so they gotta get him back in shape when he visits. Cost him the first 2 days of every visit. Okay, from the spread, Heist is surveying, blowing on his hands. To the right.
Got motion for trips.
Going to hand it off.
Up the middle.
That's going to go nowhere. Again, that's Julian Hernandez territory right there. I saw looked like Austin Ackerman was in there too. Cody Conley was there. Just a lot of Red Wolves. There's a whole pack of Wolves on that one.
Actually, I think Darren had moved over to that side. I mean, they had Julian and Darren to run into, plus a host of other folks. Nothing doing there.
Well, they're pursuing the ball for sure.
Cody Conley.
Surprised if I remember last year, Big Rapids was trying to air it out a little bit more and test our DBs, but
I
think they're trying to set up the play action.
When they got behind, we jumped on them pretty early.
All right, again from the spread. Heist looks to throw.
Pass.
Comes out over the middle. That's a nice play. Almost intercepted. Baron Marinich with an excellent defensive play. Bryson Newell was right there. It almost popped right into Bryson's hands.
Baron had better position than the receiver.
Yeah. Yes.
So that was a nice play. Nice 2 plays in a row for Baron.
Sonnenberg's back again.
So we got Eli Sonnenberg back to receive. Last punt was blocked.
4th and 5 to Cardinals in punt formation.
Interesting having one of their
another bad snap. He takes his time to kick it, and that's a short kick. It takes a big Cardinal bounce. That's going to get all the way down to the 38, 39-yard line.
Yeah, I think they got both those guys back there not knowing who's going to punt. One went left-footed, the other one right-footed.
Well,
when the center likes it, depends on which way it goes.
Yeah, and I think that's
there's that.
I think
if
that's
how
the old.
you cover your long snapper. I'm not sure.
I think that's the old read and rugby punt. I think they're taking it, looking to see what it looks like. See if they see the backs' names on the jerseys, then they're going to run that ball. You know, if they see face masks, they're going to kick it. So, yeah, we got an illegal procedure against Big Rapids.
I think they're going on the line, I bet.
I think they're going to make them kick that again, wouldn't you?
Yeah, back them up 5 and make them kick it again.
Yeah, I think they were very optimistic to come up like we were going to take that penalty.
Yeah, I think they didn't have enough guys on the line. They had too many in the backfield.
Well, there was 9 of them back there, so I mean, very well could have chose any of the 5 extras that they had.
I mean, I have a lineman brain, but I can count that was not enough.
For the original line.
Not that I can remember.
All right, so Sonnenberg's going to move up about 10 yards from where he was after he witnessed that punt.
Deep for the Red Wolves on the 14, Elias Sonnenberg.
Did he?
His mom took him to the hospital. She said he was saying the same thing over and over again.
Okay.
I remember when Buzz Kirk got hit at Comstock like that.
And there's the read. He's taking a look. He's going to kick that one off this side. Tate accidentally picks up the ball. He's going to get a 1-yard return, so Kalen Tate's first return.
We picked up 15 yards on that.
Number 12, Kurt.
You know, again, Jay, looking at that, I think he's kicking to the Gunners. I think he's trying to create that chaos and they get the gunner down there, engage somebody, and hopefully somebody gets hit with the ball.
I got to tell you, I would tell Mr. Tate when we say get away.
I have a feeling Mr. Tate might be sitting up with us the next punt to watch one.
If I remember, the word was poison. Poison.
So, Paw Paw starting.
Yeah, because unfortunately, thank goodness it
from
bounced and he caught it.
Just inside the 45-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their punt strategy is. I'm not
a
fan.
The promise we would see some more formations this year. So back to the eye. This is going to be Gunner to throw. Gunner's taking a look. He's got a wide open receiver. Cody Conley with the reception. Nice throw by Gunner. Looked poised in the pocket, stood tall.
Great protection. He had time.
Delivered. Nice route by Conley. Delivered the ball on time.
Threw a dart right to him.
Pulling out to the right, he's got to throw it over there.
So one more of those, and Gunner will have one more of those. Gunner will have the decade high passing season for a quarterback here.
I think he just broke last year's record.
So Gunner under center. That's going to go P.J. DeYoung. P.J.
Nice
cut off there, P.J., and that's going to be good for 8.
Great patient run by P.J.
Yeah.
Took a nice little stutter step, and then it opened up for him
Well,
to make a
they
cut.
call him the bowling ball for a reason. You know, that low center of gravity keeps his legs driving. You know, those pins just tend to bounce off him.
Bowling ball or not, I mean, that was actually a heads-up run. That wasn't just
he's got
run.
You know, the thing about PJ is he's got the vision too.
Yeah.
You know, he keeps his eyes up, he looks for the next person, absorbs the hit, moves on to the next.
You know, very rare to see young men this age having the patience in the running game. It's usually head down and it's cruising, but
from the eye, bends in motion. That's going to be a busted play.
Keeper.
Gunner's going to run it. He's going to make it positive. He's going to pick up 3. So that was supposed to be a fake pitch, and then Bryson up the middle, but it turns out that Bryson wasn't there at the time that he needed to be there.
Bryson was already there and gone.
Yeah, it seems like that fake took a little bit too long. So Gunner's going to bring the play in. 3rd and short. What do you dial up power eye here?
Over the right side, weird.
Power eye over Stry.
Run that about 5 times, and then you do a counter the other way.
This would be a good spot for the trap for Newell. PJ over the right side, and that's going to be good for a Red Wolves. First down.
Red Wolves are just dominating the line of scrimmage. It's really tough for Big Rapids.
We have someone watching from Belize. A new winner on the map. Yep. So Lori is watching us from Belize. I hope so. Makes me feel better if she does. Under center, Gunnar Goodell. He's got Bryson behind him. PJ in the back. Pitch out to PJ DeYoung. Bryson's got a lead block. Nice cut by PJ. PJ is going to go out of bounds, and he's going to be close to a first down.
Again, if he would have just put his head down and run, they'd have sealed him off. But he took that one little pause, which allowed him to cut back.
Yeah, looks like well, that was a really patient run. Yeah. Bryson was out there. He let him do his job and then slipped behind him. That was a nice read by PJ.
You know, I think that shows the poise and confidence of this team. They've been playing together long enough to understand that be patient and those holes will open up. And that was a perfect example. That was another 5-6 yards because of that.
It also shows that the other running backs block because they know if they don't, they won't carry the ball.
So power I.
It's always good incentive.
That's going to be Ben Miller off the right side. Ben's going to drag the pile. Good strength. That's a first down for the Red Wolves. First and goal.
It's like another 5-6 yards.
Number 7, Ben Miller, the ball carrier for the Red Wolves. Owens Craven, number 5, and a bunch of.
So that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter here. Paw Paw comes into Big Rapids. They're only up 6-0, but they are knocking on the door. Let's meet the team again in case you weren't here at the beginning.
Ben Miller, Jr., running back. Shout out, Mom. My name is Silas Penning, Jr., cornerback. Shout out to Jimmy Johns.
My name is Gunnar Goodell, quarterback, junior, and shouting out any Chinese buffet.
Bryson Newell, linebacker / running back, class of 2025. Shout out my Uncle Adam, who's slower than me.
Cody Conley, class 25, water boy. Shout out my dad.
Alex McNeil, 2026, tight end. Shout out to my mom.
Elijah Garcia, class of 25, tight end. I'd like to shout out my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Baron Marinich, class of 2025, position kicker. Shout out Mama Marinich.
Landon Buell, class of 2025, position team bowling manager, and shout out my uncle.
Oh, hey. Darren Stry, senior, offensive tackle, defensive end, long snapper. Shout out Grandma Judy and little Dennis at home.
Dalton Ike, junior, offensive tackle, defensive tackle. Shout out UPS for the glorious health benefits.
Colin Campbell, offensive defensive line, senior, kickoff, PAT. Shout out my grandma and grandpa, and shout out Cody, he has earrings.
Gage Mavis, senior, defensive end, kickoff. Shout out to my moms.
Julian Hernandez, a.k.a. Maui. Play O-line, D-line. Like to shout out Moana 2.
Tyler Kruziger, I'm a junior, offensive and defensive line. I'd like to shout out Meyer for their generous food selection.
All right, we got almost all of them in. We got a couple more we'll get to in a minute, but Paw Paw's in business to start the second quarter. Got Eli Sonnenberg's off to the right, and looks like there was some movement on the line there. I think that was Big Rapids coming across, though. I don't think that was us.
Yep, they're
so
going
they're
to
going to march the ball. He's pointing in the right direction, so half the distance to the goal is going to put us right down on the 5-yard line or just inside it, 4-yard line. Tip of the ball on the 4-yard line. I don't think that changes much.
No, probably still the same.
Same play call, but it might only be 1 instead of 2.
Make sure you zoom in because the left tackle is going to get blasted by Stry coming around here.
Better not be a pitch outside, Brent. You set me up.
Oh, he went right straight down. So,
The kid just gave up.
yeah, he did. He literally went right to his knees. It's almost like the idea was to take Darren out of the play.
Well, kind of a rope-a-dope there.
Well, you got to be careful there, too. You get a overzealous referee, they'll call holding on that. All Darren did was went right straight down on top.
I don't know. That poor kid got buckled by PJ. So
Well, all that for just a yard. I was virtually certain we were going to see the pull there and watch PJ go off the left side. And he's going to go off the left side this time and go in for a Red Wolves touchdown. I was a play late on the play off the left side, but
well, if you were right all the time, Brent, unfortunately their coach can be right all the time.
I can tell you, me being right all the time is not in danger zone. So back to the tee. Haven't seen this in a while. Gunnar Goodell. That's bent off the right side, and they're not going to make it. Nope, that's going to be short. That's a decline on that. So 12. We're scoring in sixes, but we're leaving points on the table.
11-12 left in the half. The score.
I understand the thought process on it, Jason, but, you know, and far be it for me to criticize Coach Stry because he knows way more about football than I do, but I'm not a fan of chasing points this early in the game.
But here's the thing. One thing that does tell the Cardinals, we're going to come do it again.
Yeah. And, you know, it is also, you make that and you're setting a tone on the interior line. But, we missed one. Gunnar, let's have him see one go through.
Give him some kicking confidence in case you need it later. But
oh yeah, and splitting hairs. It's a touchdown. It's an extra point. We're not talking about going for it when you're in your own territory, up 3 points. Which I hope I didn't put that idea in somebody's head. So Goodell to kick off the other way. There is no wind tonight, so it doesn't really matter. The flags are kind of waving, but there's not enough to impact the flight of the ball.
Wish it would come in here.
There is a seagull, which is odd, but here. That's going to go out of bounds. That's going to be a penalty. So Big Rapids is going to start at the 35-yard line. Good, and
I do have to tell you, Brent, I love watching these kickoffs better than what I've seen in the NFL preseason.
Well, this is definitely, that was not, that reinforces the go for two. You don't want to kick the ball out of bounds there. And I don't think he was trying. I think what they're trying to do is that little squib kick that we've been so successful with the last few years.
It's that pooch, and you hope it spins backwards and you get someone to miss it.
And we've been really fortunate on some of those in the last couple of years. Have the bounce go our way. Haste is your quarterback. Big Rapids is going to have to start letting the ball go here at some point.
Imagine we're going to see the spread a little more often. Here comes a pass right here, play
There's
action.
a long throw.
He's
He's got a man wide open.
Oh!
Unable to hold on.
Thank God he catches like a lineman.
Did I hear Ben Miller saying, drop it, drop it, drop it? Because that might have been the only thing between him and 6 on that one.
Well, he almost made a shoestring catch, too.
The 35-yard line stepped up and swatted that one down. So the net result, 2nd and 10.
Those yard lines are a little higher on that turf, Brent.
Well, I'll tell you, that one was a nice-looking play. Kid was wide open.
Great play action, yeah, and he threw an excellent pass. It just couldn't come up with it.
Haste back in the gun. Going to run this one. That's not going to go anywhere. So Bowman with the carry. P.J. DeYoung on the tackle.
You can see right in front of us here, Cardinal fans are getting frustrated already.
Are they?
Oh, yeah.
I always like being on the opposing side of the field and hearing some of the frustration.
Well, when we're in this
causing.
position, it's fun. I think my favorite was it sitting on Edwardsburg side last year.
Oh, yeah.
They were not very many happy people.
No, they were not. And, you know, we will apologize. We will apologize in advance if some words come out from the crowd that are beyond our control. There's a nice throw and catch. Nice play over there by Sonnenberg. So good tackle by Eli. He's going to forward progress that up. It's going to be, 4th and 3.
We're playing pretty soft coverage, though. I mean, I guess not to give up the
So
home
4th
run
and 3,
ball.
it looks like Big Rapids may be going for this.
But as slow as that ball was passed, that was a jump ball pick 6.
Well, I think, you know what? After we just got smoked, I don't think Eli was going to give up the big play there. You know, and look, it put us in a good position because let him catch that ball, tackle him, and here we go. 4th down, and then we're going to get a timeout. That's going to be a Paw Paw timeout. Coach
Maybe they
Stride
saw something he didn't like.
Did not like that. Coach DeYoung was seeing a package he didn't care for.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about those cheerleaders?
So as we get going here on the year, we've got some new stuff that we're going to try to roll out over the year. One of the big things that we've got, as always, this year, and Jason and I are a little closer to the heart this year, but we've got Grad Bash going on. And we will get some graphics up, and we will get the how to donate to the Paw Paw Grad Bash. There's a website coming. I know it's coming because I'm the one working on it, and I haven't gotten it done yet. So, but we've got a lot of great things. That Grad Bash is such a good program for the kids. You know, if you don't know what that's all about, basically what Grad Bash is they take all of the kids right after graduation so that there's no opportunity for any chicanery. They put them on buses and they take them to an undisclosed location and have a party and games and fun. In past, they've gone up to Lansing on a riverboat. They've gone to Craig's Cruisers in Grand Rapids. It's just a good thing. So if you're looking to donate to something this year and haven't been hit up by 47 groups already, Grad Bash is a great place to spend your money. So here's a big play early in this game. Big Rapids is going to go for it. 4th down and 3. They're trying to draw Paw Paw. That's not going to work.
Quarterback's got to watch shaking his head like that, or he's going to get
They're
called.
going to throw it.
Short.
That's high, and that's out of bounds.
Pushed him out.
They're going to call that cut.
They're going to say he pushed him out.
High school football, you only have to have 1 foot in, and really you only have to have the referee think you have 1 foot in. Somebody's going to have to rewind that one and check it out on the network. But it was close. It was definitely decent play design. So 1st down, Big Rapids. That's a big play for the Cardinals.
Yeah, that was the first time I heard their
handoff.
first
That's
down
up
cheer.
the middle. Now they've got some momentum. That's going to be good for about 7, 6, 5. They're going to give him 5.
Not sure how many times we talked about how important momentum is in high school football.
Oh, it's absolutely crazy. And, you know, that was doesn't seem like that big of a play going for 4th down in your own territory with, 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. But it really, that could have been disastrous if Paw Paw had been able to stop them there.
Yeah, but I got to be honest with you, with their punt game, I would have probably gone for it too.
Yeah.
Time to settle in, and we'll be fine.
That's a read option. That's going to be quarterback keeper, good for a Big Rapids 1st down. And a lot of those chants from the crowd are starting to rhyme with way instead of duck.
Number 55, Austin Ackerman on the tackle for Paw Paw.
Not sure what fired their lineup, but because they're still running through the middle, I don't know if we got a little nervous with them trying to.
Well, and to be
pass.
honest with you, our energy level seems to have dropped a bit.
Just got to shut it down.
This is an empty backfield. Motion, read option. They're going to hand it, and that's going nowhere, and that's a little bit better. Stry was in there. Ackerman was in there.
Number 55.
So Darren kind of pushed him back, and Austin cleaned him up.
Yeah.
Loss on the play.
So that's a loss. That's going to put him behind the sticks a little bit. Second and call it 13.
Big Rapid.
78 people. Now, if all 78 people would just email somebody and tell them to get a person online, we'd be in business here. Break the internet. So we've got somebody who has reviewed that. That toe was out of bounds.
Although I think because our defender pushed him out of bounds, they gave.
There
it is!
Eli Soderberg with a big touchdown for the Red Wolves. Go! Oh, he's going to get caught. And he lost the ball. That's going to be Big Rapids' ball.
How was he not down?
Yeah. Yeah, so Eli with a really nice play. You know, I'm gonna call that ball was down. But you know what? He landed on top of the guy, and you knew immediately that's what the referee was going to call. No question about it. And second of all, that whistle should have blown.
Here's the thing. It's a loss of 40, so
Yeah.
they can.
No, it's a change of possession. It's first and 10.
It's true.
They lost field position.
Yeah, so first down for that's your first negative 39-yard first down you're going to see of the year.
Yeah, sometimes you just go down, right?
There's a throw, another one. You know, okay, I'm going to say this too. Eli Sonnenberg is as solid a cornerback as we're going to see all year.
I'll tell you what, he saw that route
And they're picking on him. Like they're going after him. Now that could just be that their receiver is their best option that's playing that side, but I'm not throwing it now. Barron's made a couple nice plays tonight, so he's no slouch on the other side either. But you know, I'm not throwing at your best defender very often, and that's 2 plays in a row. Actually, 3 plays in a row.
Eli had quite a few interceptions last year. I know he took at least 2 of them back for touchdowns.
We were really close to roughing the passer there. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I did not see that. I don't see those usually when I'm trying not to look at them. This is inside trap. That's a good play inside. Eli, Colin Campbell.
Number 9, Freddie Ortiz on the carry. 55,
Ackerman also in there. Couldn't see the number there until the announcer said it.
35.
Canvas easy to recognize. He's got
So 7:02 to go here in the first half.
35, Cardinals.
This is third and about 6.
Not a whole lot of tackles from the backfield, which is a good thing for us. The linemen and linebackers are taking care of
They're
it.
going to throw it again deep. They've got a man. No good.
That ball was a touch overthrown.
Kalen Tate was the one chasing the play on that one.
He definitely had a step on Tate.
He had
8 steps.
plenty of steps. Yep. Plenty of steps to do something really bad for us. Now it looks like they're going to punt. They're sending 19 people out, so I think that's the punt team.
We'd tell you who's punting, but it's a toss-up.
Yeah. Depends.
Wait. They got one punter back.
Oh, this is a different formation.
Nope. 74 is going back to punt.
And number 4 is into long snap.
Last time it was 6 and 7.
We got lots of chaos going on here. The smallest kid on the team is the long snapper. And he does a good job with it. That's not a good punt. Ooh, it stays in bounds, though. I mean, for a high school punt, that's about an average punt. I mean,
Call me a traditionalist, Brent. I don't like the way that looks.
Yeah,
but,
well.
Results are results.
Nice suppose if you hit the last gate and fall across the finish line, you finish the slalom race too, huh? So the Red Wolves need to get something going here. This is what we're talking about, Jason. Nice 6 minute 27 second drive to end this. 13 plays, stuff it in the end zone.
Grind the half out and go in with all the momentum.
So the new favorite formation, Gunnar Goodell. Going to pitch this one over to PJ. Mark my words, PJ's going to throw that ball at least once this year. May not be yet. But you got Ben underneath him there. And did you see the flow of the defense when they pitched the ball to him?
Especially if you trickle someone in from the backside and throw it across the field.
That backside tight end would be wide open.
Well, they definitely could because there were 11 hats over here.
And PJ can throw the football. So Miller's going to come this side again. Got Bryson and PJ behind Gunnar Goodell. They're in the eye. This is going to be a reverse to Miller, and he's got Big Stry out in front of him. Look at this. Nice run by Ben Miller. That's going to be a first down. I thought we were going to get a chance to see somebody get flattened. Well, at some point, Darren is out there 10 yards ahead of the play, and you're talking about a 300-pounder, 6'6", out there running against running backs. So I thought we were going to see one of the highlight plays there, that little cornerback.
Next year, there's a tailback that puts his head right through Darren's
spine.
And then yells at him later.
All right, so back to the eye. Gunnar Goodell under center. This one's to PJ. PJ's going to find a hole. PJ busts through. That's a nice 9-yard run from PJ DeYoung. They're going to give him 8.
Gonna tell you that I don't want to say the difference that 1 year makes, but I think he's added a little patience to his repertoire.
Yeah.
And
and
it's showing tonight.
So we're starting to see the Stry era of Paw Paw football starting to, last year it was stick to what you know. This year you're seeing some wrinkles in here, because if you don't evolve, you don't move forward, you die. And now we're in a wing T. Speaking of what we know, Newell up the middle. That's going to be a first down. And Bryson's still going. Bryson Newell churning and burning for a Red Wolves first down.
What an excellent job keeping his feet. Wow.
I thought he was going to break it there for a second.
Yeah, there was probably another 8 yards after contact. And when I say contact, I mean like 5 guys. Good strong run.
Well, again, let's bring it back into the T. Gunnar Goodell. And Big Rapids is going to take a timeout. Don't like to see the T come back, apparently. They were much happier in the eye.
I would say they definitely seeing a little bit of slowing by both teams. You got that first of the year with not a ton of conditioning, and it's hot and sticky out there.
Well, and to be honest with you, this is the one savior for being up here and not being in Paw Paw. You put 75 miles north, and it gets a little bit.
It dropped down to a balmy 84.
Yeah. It's and it feels great. I walked by what used to be a pretty healthy front yard, and it's not anymore. These last 5 or 6 days have just taken every drop of water out of the grass.
Apparently, I'm growing crabgrass this year.
Yeah,
my new passion. I'm really good at it.
Yeah, there's anybody, and then there's the elite.
Not happy.
All right, so coming back out of the timeout, Paw Paw is going to go right back out in the T. What do you got here, Jay?
I think we are going to possibly see pulling to the left.
PJ on the counter.
Touch.
Oh!
Great tackle already been gone.
But you know what that is? That is a Red Wolves first down.
Yeah, when I saw Darren Stry sitting over here, I was pretty sure we were going to see him pull.
Yeah.
And, I mean, right behind him and the guard, wide open.
Takes it to the 13-yard line of Big Rapids.
He had about a 10-yard hole.
Well, PJ got his chance to put his helmet on the turf. 4:53 to go.
Well, I think their defensive backs have learned you don't tackle him around the waist.
Yeah. So back to power smash mouth football, and that's what we were talking about this drive, Jason.
Yep.
Eat some clock.
But we're not eating a whole lot of clock.
Yeah, that's Newell. Newell up the middle. Still fighting.
Yeah, but we're gonna get a call. Yeah.
Oh, it's too bad. What a great run.
All the way down. Holding an. I mean, he threw him down.
All the way down to the 1 yard line. Great run by Bryson Newell. Tell you what, Bryson I think wants to see his name in the paper for some touchdowns this year. The way he's fighting through there.
I mean, I'm sure our statistician's working on it, but yards after contact tonight have been phenomenal.
Well, as luck would have it, the truck didn't make the trip.
Oh. No, he was trailing 10 yards from the point of contact.
Holding on the offense.
All right, so holding.
It was like personal foul.
That's going to take the Wolves back. That'll add some time to the drive, Jason.
Yeah.
Clock's not running now, but that's going to take a couple plays to make that distance back.
You know what? You don't want to make that penalty this close to halftime because you're going to probably hear about it in the locker room.
It don't matter when you make that one, you're going to hear them on the
3-yard line.
It was close. I mean, if we don't punch this in, he did.
Yeah.
I think that's just going to save us 3 minutes.
Well, now
Gunnar Goodell under center.
time to get it back.
That's Bryson again. Give it right back to him. Bryson's going to get back all 10 of those holding yards.
Yep.
That's going to be 2nd and 10.
Brings it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Glad I'm not stocking that kid's refrigerator because he's here to eat.
Paw Paw. On that last play, number 18, Max, holding on the tackle.
Yeah, I just hope these kids get conditioned. I'm looking at the size of this roster. There ain't a whole lot of relief.
All right, coming to the line. This time we're in the eye. Sonnenberg split out to the right. This could be a pitch. PJ DeYoung, he's got the edge. PJ breaks a tackle. PJ down the sideline. He's going to go out of bounds at about the 1. Going to call that the 1 yard line right on the number.
Takes it down within the 1. Number 6, Bryant here on the tackle.
Yeah, it didn't quite get us that 3 minutes to clock I was looking for either.
Takes it down to 3, though.
Maybe that's what I meant when I said that. I'm glad you're here to explain what I meant.
I got it right here.
Halftime performance. There is no better than the Big Rapids High School Marching Band.
All right, so coming to the line.
Power eye.
Yeah, power eye. Ben Miller in the back of the power eye. That's a wrinkle this year. PJ and Bryson are up front.
I don't know.
Dead ball, illegal participation. They got too many men on the
Oh, so that's going to move the ball 3.5 inches towards the goal line.
I mean, that is one defensive strategy. 12 guys.
Yeah. So
Bold move, Cotton.
I got to say, Jason, I like this putting Ben Miller at the back of the power eye here because on one hand, PJ is just a downhill runner. But with putting him and Bryson up in front, you've got three real options there.
Exactly. You got
PJ on a trap, you've got Bryson on a quick hit, and you've got Miller going off the right side.
You got Julian and Darren leading the way, and two
You know,
more
so it's-
linemen-like guys.
Yeah, this is really a tough thing to stop if you're the defense, especially this close in. Gunnar could just sneak it.
Now,
3 more inches. We're going to get 3 more inches. Oh, that's going to go the other way for 5 yards. That doesn't seem
Delay a game
proportionate.
after a dead ball penalty? I know.
Yeah, that's just bad execution on our part.
Yeah,
the play clock starts.
that's first game. First game.
If anybody out there has lost a red case Motorola cell phone.
Did they lose it in 1991?
I don't know. Ben Miller off the right side, he's going to get down to about the 3, 4. Yeah, the 4. Yeah, Marty McFly and Doc Brown, your cell phone is at the press box.
Yeah. It's got a cord.
Yeah. There's a bag phone at the press box. I had a bag phone. That was a
I was never
couple
lucky
years
enough to have the full Zach Morris phone.
couple years ago. From the eye. That's going to go to PJ. PJ's going to cuts it back, and he's going to get back down to the 2. So this is the 4th time on this drive we've been down inside the 1.
Well, there's the clock, Brent.
We're eating that clock.
We're almost down to the 2-minute warning. Third and 1. Let's see what they.
Gunner's going to run the play in. Apparently Connor Stallions is in the house, so we're running our plays in. Oh, power eye other side. This is interesting. Good trap play right here. It's going to be Ben Miller just follows everybody in for the into the end zone for a Red Wolves touchdown. So the kicking team is out. Gunnar Goodell spotting it up. Yeah, he's finding his spot right now. Puts down the tee where he likes it. Kalen Tate's going to hold from there.
Maybe you should just kick it off the turf. I think if there's it's too high because there's not grass.
Stride with the snap. It's high. Good job by Tate. That ball is fluttering and good. So Gunnar Goodell puts Paw Paw up 19-0 here with just over a minute and a half here in the first. And I think that's a good time to meet those last few kids that we missed on that last run through.
Austin Ackerman, junior, offensive line and outside linebacker. Shout out to Dalton's 2 left feet.
Cody Simpson, senior, offensive tackle, defensive tackle. Shout out Colin, he got fluffy hair.
Eli Sonnenberg, junior, wide receiver, DB. Shout out Baron Marinich, partner in crime.
Kale Tate, sophomore, wide receiver, safety. Shout out Emma Penning.
I'm Karen Armijo. I'm a junior running back, and I'm shouting out Mr. Gaffrey.
My name is JJ Varney, 2026, wide receiver, running back, and safety. Shout out my Chicos at Home Depot.
Yep. I'm PJ DeYoung. I'm a running back, senior, and built by McDonald's.
All right, so Gunnar Goodell ready to kick off. Got a bunch of Cardinals back for Big Rapids.
It's a good time for a squib right down the middle. Screamer.
Oh, they're going to kick this one high and deep. That's taken at the 15. Got a little momentum. Nice play out there. Gage Mabus on the tackle. Nice special teams play for Gage.
Gage has had a pretty good night on the special team. Yeah.
He came from the other side of the field.
Sure did.
Got a
cramp.
Cardinal down on the field, but he's going to get back up. All right, risk reward here, Jason. 124. They're a spread team. This is what you're supposed to be built for, right? But you're also got two corners who have played outstanding first halves here.
I think that opens
I would,
up with
so
little
if
desperation pass.
If I'm McGrappins, I'm looking at the middle of the field. They've had a couple of wide open receivers down the middle.
Me too. I would stay away from the corners.
But they might want to throw it outside to stop the clock, too.
They still have 2 timeouts, I believe.
He's going to go off to that side. Oh, missed tackle there. That's going to be good for a first down. So that's going to stop the clock for the Cardinals, and they're going to move the first down. Cody Conley on the tackle.
You're running, hurry up now. No huddle.
Fans, the Air Force has arrived. It looks like another Cardinal. First down.
They're going to hand. Oh, that was a good read option right there because that would have been a disaster. Quarterback saw that one coming. Heist with a nice play to pull that ball. Darren Stry, Colin Campbell on the tackle. Hurry up. 2nd and 5 for the Cardinals. Clock is running. 53 seconds to go in the half. Throw over to this side. That's a good route. That's a good catch. He breaks a tackle. Lots of help from the Red Wolves there in the middle of the field.
Quick slant. He was wide open.
But Kalen Tate on the tackle. But you've got, here we go. And this is what we're talking about. This is a spread team. They can move the ball in a hurry.
Corners cannot let them cross their face like that. One of the first things.
There's a throw. He's going to pull
again,
it. Heist is going to run. It's a nice play by Miller coming up there, and that's a gain of 1. But more importantly, that doesn't stop the clock. So Big Rapids is probably going to have to take a timeout.
They caught there.
Yeah, they took a timeout.
They're right wide out, same wide open on that slant. He just didn't see him. I mean, he was open.
Well, much like Alabama in the Rose Bowl, it felt like he was going to run that one no matter what the play was called. Yes, Jason, I was at the Rose Bowl. Thank you for asking.
How's bragging camp, Brett?
Yeah, well, and the reason I'm so happy to mention it is I was there in my Carson Barnhart jersey and sitting next to my daughter in her Alabama jersey.
I do remember those
and
pictures.
It was a very fun train ride home. We didn't take the train all the way out. We took the train from the stadium. I'll make sure this story sounds credible.
I don't know. Our fact checker's back with the statistician with the truck and Paw Paw, so you're good tonight.
Yeah, you could.
Especially since you wore that Michigan jersey.
Oh, there's a long throw into the corner. Nice defense down there by Sonnenberg. And then we even got a roll tide roll on here.
Oh,
yeah,
there it is.
See Clemson and Georgia play this weekend?
So Heiss is behind center. We're in a spread. We got trips right. The person they want to throw to seems to be 8 down here at the bottom of the screen, but they're going to go, oh, that's a nice route, but that's an illegal pick. So that's going to cost Big Rapids 10 yards on that one. Well,
Florida State can't play in the playoffs.
So that was
Did they get suspended?
Yeah, so that was a they're going to call it holding, but they pinned the cornerback on that one. Whatever you want to call it, it was not legal. That's only illegal in Arkansas and only when you're the home team.
It's amazing how open you can get. They did in fact call it holding.
The locals did not find that plausible. They're unhappy with that outcome.
Well, I mean, they have been open tonight, but that's not the reason they were open on that play.
So 22 seconds to go. Heiss is going to roll to the right. let one go. He's got a receiver open. Nice tackle inbounds over there.
Kept him
receiver
inbounds.
did not do a great job of falling out of bounds there. And that's going to be their last time out.
I mean, the reality is Big Rapids only has 1 or 2 plays left. So.
Well, and
we're looking at a 4th down, 4th and 7.
So they got 1.
So I'm looking. Did they already take the timeout off the board? That should be their last timeout.
Yeah, they should have none left.
Yeah.
That they just updated it on the.
Good. I just took my shoes off to count to 3, and I thought I was there. Yeah, now they've taken it off the board. I think we need to do one of the games this year down in the end zone underneath the tent. I think that'll be one of our road game goals, is we'll do an end zone with the tent. Nobody will be able to see anything. It'll be awesome.
Maybe that's a place we can have our umbrellas.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, let's see what they come up with. This is
all right, Big Rapids, 22 seconds or 12 seconds, no timeouts. They're going to roll
Trips
this side.
left.
They're going to try to get out of bounds, and they will. That's a nice play. It's a nice
Great
design. Is that a first down?
First down, yes. 7 seconds left.
So I don't know if they have a kicker, if they're just going to throw one in the end zone, but they gave themselves a chance.
Well, I think we weren't wanting to give up the home run ball and left a big old cushion down there.
Well, any chances that there was going to be a calm halftime just went away.
Nope.
Well, they don't know either because they're not sending one out, so. So Heisens, they're going to put it on his arm. This probably be the last play unless you get an incomplete pass, quick incomplete pass. He's going to let one go over the middle. It's bobbled. Now they're going to get another play. I'm not sure he'd have made it anyways.
Maybe not. He had all the momentum though.
So Bryson Newell was right on his back, and I'm not sure he gets away from Bryson there, even if he does catch it. Second. So this will be the last play of the half, no matter what happens, most likely. Oh, they're going to kick it. Look at that.
Well, they must like his foot. Wow, that's farther. That's farther than they punted the ball.
This is a 37-yard field goal, and they don't even know what's going. They've never kicked a field goal. They don't know what's going on. There's the snap. It's good. The kick is up. Kick is long enough. It's left.
Nope. Wide left.
Yep. No good. Wide left. So that's going to take us to halftime here in Big Rapids. Paw Paw comes up 131 and takes it to Big Rapids for the first little bit of football here. We've got a 19-0 score here. Jay, let me see if we can. I'm going to see if I can fix this scoreboard camera just a little bit. There we go. 19-0's the score. Sorry if that was driving everybody crazy. We are going to go on our halftime hiatus, and we will see you back at the start of the third quarter.
We have 2 platinum-level corporate sponsors, and we're
What's that?
All right, so we're back in here.
Oh, really?
Jason, the first half.
Yeah. Okay.
First half, Jay, thoughts? What do you got?
Well, I mean, you're always. This is your first kind of dress rehearsal, even though it's part of the season. But I would say we saw what we expected from the Red Wolves. They came out, controlled the line of scrimmage, chunk plays, had a really nice pass in there. So, and they played solid defense. So, other than I think the points after is where our only issue really came up. So.
Well, when Coach Stry said be prepared for us to air it out this year, boy, was he right. We're 1 for 1, and seriously looking at it, I saw some really. You can see why Darren Stry is a recruit. To get that big body outside moving like he does. Hernandez has had a tremendous first half.
Yeah, he.
Our running backs didn't lose a step. Bryson Newell, what is going on there? It looks like that time in the weight room has paid off big time for Bryson.
PJ with his, he already had the strength, and now he's got the patience to find the holes. And, I mean,
so the Red Wolves had deferred. They're going to get the ball to start the second half. PJ, Ben Miller, and Sonnenberg are back for our first kickoff return of the year. You got to love it when your first kickoff return of the year is the opening of the second half. It's as late as you can possibly go. That's a short kick. It's going to bounce. PJ's going to get that one. PJ's going to go to the right side. He's got a wall. PJ turns the corner. He's out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. Nice return. It looked like for a second there a wall was setting up on that side. One block, and he's off to the races.
So I think that was what we saw on that toss we had in the first half. We have a wall out front, but we got to string it back because they're sneaking people in behind the wall.
Well, it looks like he stepped out of bounds a little further back than we thought. 1st and 10, Red Wolves. Got a sparse crowd that made the trip.
We do have a student section, though, that made the trip.
I did see a couple of students when I went
yeah.
to the bathroom.
Wing T to start the second half. Gunnar Goodell's going to hand this one to Miller. Benny's off the right side. He's going to make a cutback. There's going to be a hold. We're going to take a 10-yard penalty on this one. That was way out on the right side. Couldn't see the jersey number, and Grandma's probably happy I couldn't.
Positive intent only, Brent.
That's right. No, it was, So that's going to cost us 10. Be 1st and 20. And one Big Rapids fan's happy about that.
I believe he tried to indicate it was a turnover, which was not correct.
No.
Back to first down.
Thing about holding, it works a lot.
Yeah.
But it costs a lot.
Yeah, it's one of those
high risk, high reward.
Yeah, when they're looking the other direction, it works great.
Well, I'll tell you, we don't need to hold with.
Oh. Oh, and that's a nice tackle.
Great.
That was strung out very nicely.
Great backside pursuit. Darren strung his guy all the way out and pancaked him at the end.
You know what backside pursuit leads to? We need to change the direction here. They're starting to over pursue now.
So now's when you trap the other way.
Now's when you hit the trap, or when you hit a reverse. Maybe even throw the ball. Get really crazy here.
Well, and honestly, I think that is one thing that Coach Stry can do by airing it out a little bit more this year is keep that defense from trying to keep us one-dimensional.
So from the eye, I'm not sure this is the right spot to throw. They're kind of expecting it, but they're going to. Gunner's going to roll. He's got Cody Conley, but that's going to be a gain of 2.
He was well covered.
That's a tough down and distance to bring out a pass.
Honestly, he only had 2 receivers, and they were both covered quite well.
Well, I mean, it's 2nd and 22. You're expecting a pass at that point.
Tell you what, I
Second
think
17.
Greg touched on it. You know, that reverse could hit for 22 yards easily.
Yeah, that's and so this is 2-down territory, maybe. I don't know. Momentum's a funny thing, but you can pick up 10 yards here, 11 yards. Now you might think about it. Let's just pick up 14. Yeah, we're going the other way. They're going to decline that penalty. It's going to bring up 4th down and 11.
I think we're going to see our first punt.
Far sideline here. Yeah, Barron never got set.
Number 11 also on the stop. Again, flag on the play.
Legal shift.
I think, like Greg said, he never got set.
Yeah,
on the line.
I don't think you can call that a shift when you're still
Unless
moving.
we had someone moving and he wasn't set.
It could be illegal shifting. Looks like Big Rapids is going to take. Oh no, they doesn't look like he was marching, but he's not.
No, they.
I was going to say that's a shocker.
No, they're going to decline it and look for the punt.
Yeah. So Gunner's also the punter. Big Rapids return man, split tandem of return men standing back at the 35. There's the snap. Gunner. It's a kick away. That's a decent
Nice
punt.
high punt. Good hang time.
There's a fair catch called for, and that's going to be at the 35. And that's a good kick from Gunner Goodell.
Yep, good solid punt.
Catches in here for Big Rapids.
Nice and textbook.
35-yard line of their own.
So Big Rapids is going to come out to start the second half. That's a good result for them. I can't say they really contributed as much to that as Paw Paw's own.
Kind of a good defensive stand by us.
Yeah.
If we didn't have the holding penalty, it's 4th and 1.
That is why you don't put your foot underneath the barrel.
Well, let's see what the defense did when they got a little bit of rest here.
So Haste is in the shotgun.
Actually in the tee.
They're going to hand this one off and come off this side. Nice pursuit there. That's PJ DeYoung. We're going to get a face mask.
Got a face mask, I think.
The question is, which way is it going to go?
It's on us, I'm pretty sure. Looks like he was pulled down forward.
Young on the tackle.
Yeah, and this is
Tell you what, we need to stop the laundry here. That's going to kill us.
And this is a team that last year was not penalized that much, and it was actually one of our strong suits. We had a couple games where we never drew a flag last year, and this year we're moving the ball in the wrong direction on offense and the wrong direction on defense with penalties.
I mean, that's almost 45 yards of penalties in the last 3 minutes.
That was Big Rapids. That run the offense they ran at the end of the first half.
Yeah.
Haste with the
Hurry
handoff. That he gets through the first line.
Yeah, I think
Sonnenberg was on top of that.
Us guessing.
Newell was the primary tackler there.
Sonnenberg on the tackle for Paw Paw.
Bryson took a little exception to Sonnenberg's name getting called out on that one, since all Eli did was fall on him after they were down.
Position
Haste.
could be a heck of a thing on tackles.
Handoff. That's not. Yeah, it's a nice read by Haste. That's a good job. Tate with the tackle. Fooled me.
There's a flag on the play.
Hopefully
Hey,
that one's a hold.
like that. That's a. Let's go back the other way.
Then Miller just hobbled off. Cramp.
I imagine cramping will be a problem both this week and next.
It's hard to stay hydrated when
Next
it's
week
this
we
hot.
get Marion Springs at home.
Oh, I really was disappointed by their facilities last year.
Yeah, they have quite an awesome facility down there, don't they? Nice that we get to play on some turf
Against the Cardinals.
a couple times. Three Rivers got turf in there, so they put turf in the new field.
Being at Vicksburg.
Yep, we're at Vicksburg this year.
Pat out Seago.
2nd and 15, Cardinals.
It's a huge advantage for the Red Wolves with our speed. Hayes is going to let it go. He's got a man. That's a big play for the Cardinals. Finally run out of bounds down here inside the 10-yard line by Tate.
At the 10-yard line. No flags on the field.
So adjustments were made at halftime.
Has arrived once again. It looks like another Cardinal.
And their crowd's starting to get into it a little bit. This is that old momentum.
He had 15 yards in any direction from a defensive player.
Ball on the 12-yard line. 1st and 10.
Now they're hurrying up, like you said.
A little tempo. They got some work to do to get back into this game. This is
We have some work to get back in this game.
yeah, bend don't break would be a nice theme here. That went nowhere, and ooh, was that another flag?
Stopped at the line.
What flag came in for that?
Ackerman on the tackle.
Is that on us for?
It's got to be a hold in that middle.
Or did we?
He just
doesn't look happy.
I think it's on us. There might be like a late hit coming in. I'm not sure.
That was a clean tackle. The only thing that they could call on that tackle would be a personal foul for leading with the helmet. They're talking about it.
Personal foul, face mask.
He did, yeah.
Two.
First down.
Not
sure about where that call came from.
Well, like you said, it was, when it's in the trench like that, it's hard to see from up here. But those are two very costly 15-yard penalties.
Yeah, that one only cost us about 4.5.
Well, because we ran out of real estate.
There's the throw. That's a touchdown. Oh, they got funky lights. They have funky lights here.
Good Lord, we can't even get our lights to turn on sometimes, and there's dude twinkles.
Silas Penning on the coverage there down in the corner. That was a nice route, and that was a nice throw. I mean, that's...
Unfortunately, that was caused by Red Wolf penalties.
Yeah, that's that... Sometimes a play just gets executed, and that was one of them.
Well, I mean, the thing is, we let them keep possession, and it hurt.
Between our negative yards and their positive yards, we've given up about 100 yards on penalties this half. That kick's going to be good. So, Big Rapids opens the second half with some Paw Paw miscues and takes advantage. That's one thing about it, Jason. We make the mistakes, but they got to do something with them, and they did.
They did.
They only took 2 minutes off the clock. Less than 2 minutes.
Well, the thing is, if we get out of our game, they can score.
Yes. And, a big component to our game is moving the sticks on a long, drawn-out drive. You can't do that with penalties. It just takes everything that we do in the positive and puts us on a defensive, and that's not how we're built.
When you look at our penalties, they're avoidable penalties. I mean, face mask, let go. If your hand's in there, just let go. A blatant holding out in the
here's the simple math of our offense: 3.34 yards. If we can get 3.34 yards on every play, we are marching down the field. And really, you don't even need that if you want to use fourth down. You need 2.51. So if you can get a couple yards every play and then break one here or there, that you're eating the clock. They can't score when you have the ball.
Our offense is built to wear them down and make mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And with penalties and stopping the clock, and it doesn't.
But when you need to average, 3.34 and you're second and 20, that's hard.
There they
Another
are
kick short.
That's exactly what.
That's what you talk about our strategy on the kickoff, and that's a great kickoff right there.
That loose ball out.
Bryson Newell jumps on that ball. Paw Paw's going to get the ball, and they're going to now.
Looks like their own 31-yard line.
This will kind of give you a gauge of where we're at in the season because we've made some mental mistakes, which is a fatigue thing. can we now buckle down, get back to fundamentals, do what we need to do? Jason, my saying for all the teams I've ever coached, don't turn one mistake into two.
Exactly.
You know, now is not the time to try to make up for it in one play. Now is the time to focus on your fundamentals, get into it, and just march. Gunnar Goodell under center. That's Newell. Bryson, tough running. Bryson for about 6.
Yeah, especially with the returning players we have. This is head down and just go.
Yeah, the whole backfield is the same from last year.
Well, and we've got a ton of experience. The kids that stepped up on the offensive line are very capable. You know, last year they were backups, but they were used back. They got in the games. They've got some experience in there. In the wing tee.
Honestly, I have not seen any breakdowns on the line.
No, it's been great.
Tonight.
This is going to be PJ off this side. PJ is going to go for close to a first down, and yes, that's going to be a Red Wolves first down. That's what we've been missing.
Thank goodness we haven't had a howl in a minute.
We've been missing the howl. Well, that's, you know, we bought a 8,000 pack of howls this year at Costco.
That's good.
So
they come on that cardboard box,
yeah,
right?
no, I got my my Costco rewards check in the mail. It was 42 cents, and I used it on howls. So we should have plenty of them this year. Gunnar Goodell brings him to the line. In the tee, Newell between Miller and PJ. This is going to be Miller off the right side.
About 6 yards.
Another good chunk.
Miller carries the Paw Paw.
They're still not carrying out their fakes like I'd like to see. You know, that was one thing I saw last year. Despite the trouncing on Edwardsburg, watching Edwardsburg carry out their fakes, they're amazing at it.
Well, on that play, honestly, I couldn't tell who had the ball, and I just waited and see who was running hard, you know.
So, and that's just it. I mean, a lot of times when you're watching the wing tee, you can't tell who has the ball. Unfortunately, we can.
Yeah. So, Kalen Tate on the field. Up the middle.
That's a fumble.
Again, it takes 7 guys to bring him down, but he's going to get 2.
Tacklers led by number 7, Jack Bolton.
And again, 2 is good. Move the ball forward. We got somebody down. Yeah. Do they not have a trainer?
I thought I saw Mallory's sitting over there working on somebody right now.
Oh.
Mallory's working on Ben Miller right now.
Hamstrings.
Yeah, it's a cramp for sure.
Yep.
I almost killed my dog one night getting one of those. They are immobilizing.
They're no joke.
Rolled right out of bed, couldn't move, couldn't do anything.
The worst thing about that is when you know it's coming and you're like trying to get out of it, you can't stop.
Yeah,
You're like,
that dog thought she had the worst nightmare she's ever had. So we're starting to lose running backs at an alarming pace
I don't
here.
think this is the wrinkle we want to see.
No.
That's not the reason.
So Goodell's going to come. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say PJ DeYoung's going to get the ball here. There's a couple of white jerseys in the backfield with them. Oh. And that right there is what you get when we just don't have the experience in the backfield. Kalen Tate jumped a little bit early. Was it Sonnenberg? Well, they both went. So Eli and Kalen both. We're going to give. And that's going to back them up to, and this is what we're talking about. You know, 3rd and 2.5, 3rd and 3.5, that's our wheelhouse. That's where we want to be. 3rd and 8, you're starting to get where we don't want to be, and these penalties are just killing us. Now let's see what Coach Stry's got cooked up here.
Better hurry up or we're going to get another delay of game.
To the line. That's a handoff up the middle. Tate bounces it outside. Kalen's going to pick up about 5. He's going to get the penalty back. Now it's decision time. We've talked about momentum here.
Number 6, Wyatt Sierra.
But this is what your football team's built to do.
It's going to be 4th down, midfield. 4th and 3. Paw Paw.
You got to go for it.
You know, this is a...
That's a statement that I trust my team.
Yeah, this is... And I like where we're at on the field. You know,
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing about, gambling on that 4th down,
But again, if you don't have the penalty, we got the first down.
Oh, we got another wrinkle here. Single setback.
Let's hear it, Cardinals.
Goodell's going to hand it off. PJ.
First down.
Nice run for PJ DeYoung, and that's a first down.
Never a doubt.
You know what? Give it to PJ, run over Darren.
That works.
You know.
I think PJ ran out of his shoes. He rolled over. He was going so fast.
46-yard line.
And I think he was expecting to get hit more than he did.
That's a big play in this game. You watch, the Wolves go down, punch one in here.
Yeah.
And it
well, and it's showing that we're not intimidated by you guys
and
scoring.
it really shuts the door on
He's
Big
bleeding.
Rapids.
We got blood. We got Dion
Yeah,
having to step up.
PJ's bleeding. So Marinich is going to come in.
Tell you what, there's your downfall of turf.
Yeah, Kalen Tate.
Tate goes at running back, Marinich off the wide receiver.
Gunner doesn't know what's going on. This is
Recipe for disaster.
it's all right. Tate's going to get a carry here. Kalen Tate, nice burst.
That's a nice little run.
Yeah, Kalen for 5. And that's where we're talking.
I'll throw some duct tape on PJ and get him back in. I don't see him. I'm watching the back judge. They don't seem to have play clocks here, Brent.
Apparently they don't, because I don't see it either.
No, nothing on the scoreboard. So just
The back judge, when he raises his hands.
Yeah, so I've been looking for a quarter and a half for the play clocks. I've never seen a high school field that didn't have play clocks.
funny. I went down to Schoolcraft. They have these roll-in things that are about 15-foot screens.
PJ DeYoung off the right side, and that's going to be good for a Red Wolves. First down.
Foster, once again, on the tackle.
It is quite strange that a field this nice with the scoreboard that
That's
they have
kind of
that they
my
do
that's
not
kind
have
of my thought too.
play clocks in the end zone.
There isn't even one on the scoreboard. Usually, if they don't have them on the field, usually there's one on the scoreboard. Is this brand new?
It looks
Maybe,
fairly
maybe
new,
they
yeah.
maybe they haven't put them in yet.
It's not even posts in the end zone.
All right, so here we go. PJ's back in the backfield. And he's going to get the call, and he is running downhill 5 yards before somebody touched him there. Why is Big Rapids
Turnover.
dancing around like they have the ball? They are not giving them the ball.
There's no indication yet. Nope.
DeYoung.
It's funny there. I don't know if you guys noticed the right corner dropped as expecting a pass. Just drew everyone out for that.
Well, it's funny to see somebody go 5-6 yards before they get touched in a wing T offense.
Like I said, they seem to be sitting back on their heels for
Well,
a
they
pass.
weren't running the wing there. They were running a different wrinkle with a single back. There's a handoff, DeYoung. And maybe this is a great wrinkle just to make them think you're going to throw the ball and keep pounding.
Tell you what, if you're a defender for the Cardinals, you may have 10 tackles, but it hurts. He's just laying the wood.
I heard that one.
They bounced off PJ. Oh, that's just punishing.
Hitting PJ in the thigh is not going to do any good.
No one's hitting PJ. He's hitting them.
So, eating some clock here. Single back style. Gunnar Goodell under center. Sonnenberg in motion. Gunner's going to hand to PJ. PJ off the right side, and that's going to be good for a first down, it looks like. It's going to be real close. The
young on the carry.
Yes, they're giving them a Red Wolves first down.
Funny thing that the left tackle stood up and he bounced off of him. I don't even think he was ready to get hit.
That was the first down carry, first and 10.
So first down for the Wolves, 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
And this is what we needed. Eat the clock.
Wing T, Goodell under center. That's inside. Newell gets outside, down. That's a great run by Bryson Newell. That's good for a first down.
If you watch.
Yeah, I've got the Howls on 3 different buttons, so we're good.
Uh-oh. We got a Red Wolf and a Cardinal down.
Well, Newell had a cramp earlier. He's probably got one again.
So does their guy.
Yeah, both guys are being held, hamstring held.
So if you watched the backside, I don't think they like Darren putting him on their back. They're subbing him right now. He's just flopped down on somebody.
Well, so let's rewind about 3.5 minutes of game clock. Red Wolves going for a 4th down and 4 at about the 50-yard line. Potential momentum swing in the game. They don't make it. And what do we get after that? 7 plays, march, 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 march. This is what we do. Looks like we're going to get.
So here's one thing that we can never get our high school athletes to do.
Slowly
drink water all day long because you're seeing what's happening with the dehydration.
You know what needs? You know what they need on the back of the bench right now? About 5 jars of pickle juice. People laugh, but you go to any soccer game, you're going to see gallons of pickle juice because they know, it keeps the cramps away.
Years ago, that's what NFL teams did too.
Vinegar is the answer. Forgot the question. What was the question?
I don't think there was one. We don't have a lot of questions. We have a lot of statements.
These injury timeouts, Jason, are the absolute worst thing for us as a broadcast team. Because at this point, what else we got to talk about? There's nothing going on here that's good. How about we go for some out-of-town scores? Let's try that. Maybe that'll work.
It's always dangerous when our minds are wandering.
Right? That's when the lawsuits come. All right, so Plainwell's playing Hamilton tonight. Plainwell is not playing well. 47-0 Hamilton.
Wow.
In that one, and we're in the fourth quarter on that one. Three Rivers taking it to Charlotte, 29-0. Coldwater smoking Sturgis, 32-0 at the half. Out of conference, Dowagiac leads South Haven 14-0. Otsego back into conference. Otsego is getting taken to the woodshed by Coopersville, 34-0 at the half. Edwardsburg does not play until tomorrow.
Of course, that chain crew on the far side, we're going to give them a lot of business in the first
So there's your out-of-town scoreboard.
We said that earlier. I
didn't think you were supposed to play on Friday night. But as with... Yeah, as it happens to be Edwardsburg, the rules don't really apply there. So,
ironic they're playing a Indiana school since their players are Indiana. We got an extra man in the back out in the
in fact,
backfield
they
here.
are playing in Indiana school.
They're
playing Glenn.
We got a doe out in the end zone there.
Not
Got a deer
reported.
out
I'm
there
looking for a
outside the
Hartford
fence.
score. I know they were playing. They're not reporting right now.
Brian Akey on the stats. We got a microphone here, and my spotter is Matthew Coleman. And Dean White on the music. How about that music master here, Dean White? Does a great job. Takes a village.
So still some work going on down there with both teams. Bryce Newell is up and walking, hobbling.
I'm sure his dad had some encouraging words for him.
So I found a Hartford score. Hartford 0, Brandywine 0.
Hartford's got a varsity this year?
Hartford is back on the field this year.
Good. I guess I had heard a rumor that they were only fielding a JV team again.
Yeah, no, they got enough players back for, with the JVs that played last year, and they've got some other kids out, so they've got a varsity football team again this year.
Good.
Pretty excited about that.
Good to hear that.
Wasn't that long ago, Hartford had some really good teams.
They have great athletes. They just went and played soccer.
Yeah, I think that's always the thought process. But honestly, that a lot of those kids weren't crossover athletes. Over there, there was a lot of, they had good soccer kids before they started a soccer team that didn't play football. But it is hard in a school that size.
There's not a lot of students to play both, right?
And their soccer team has been so successful and so popular, and speaking of the soccer team, shout out to Nick Blackmer, was hired as the superintendent over in Hartford this week. So coached baseball with Nick years and years ago. So I think they got a good hire there.
They have another new superintendent?
Yeah, so good. So let's...
I mean, he's off... Keep it to yourself, Jason.
Well, he's definitely not on the field to play. Our cameras won't even go over there without seeing...
That's like 10 minutes of extra. Yeah, it's a cramp. He's not...
But it's all good because, we only have a 2-hour and 45-minute drive home if the traffic in Grand Rapids is like it was coming up here.
All right. All the young men are back on their feet, so let's pick this up where we left off.
All right, resuming play here. Paw Paw has the ball. First and goal on the 9.
Paw Paw know the clock's running. They're just going to let this go, huh? Yeah, they're going to wait for the...
Yeah, we're going to...
They're going to wait for the quarter.
So... I guess it's still third quarter. He went out of bounds, but it's the third quarter, so restart the clock after the play. So that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Paw Paw knocking on the door, up 19-7. We're going to put you on mute for a minute.
I am not quite sure what happened because I thought he was tackled.
He was. Okay, so we're back at it. Wolves going to go in there with the T. Who we got out there, Greg? Looks like PJ for sure.
For sure. I'm not sure who's in the middle. Tate and...
And PJ's going to take the pitch. It's Tate leading the way. PJ's going to go into the end zone. He's close. Yeah, they're going to mark him just short. That was a nice play.
Taking it right to the goal line.
Kalen Tate got out. I saw him out on that block. Marinich, the other one back there?
No, Ben Miller.
I see Marinich on the field. He must be playing. He must be playing tight end or receiver.
Yeah, Barron's a tight end.
Yep.
Did I turn the autofocus off or something?
Second goal on the one.
Maybe. It looks a little fuzzy, doesn't it?
It does look fuzzy.
Hold on a second. Technical crew going in.
It's like a switch, isn't it, usually? Or is it manual?
Yeah, you can manual it. In for the touchdown.
And number 25, DeYoung.
PJ DeYoung in for a Red Wolves touchdown.
Sorry about that, folks. Tried to get a little closer and paid the price.
Oh, that's not a first down. That's a touchdown.
It is a first down in the stat book also.
6-point first down.
So we're working on it. We got technical. It's good. It's the first week. If we didn't do something like that, people would lose faith in us.
Well, I haven't watched a play and not move the camera yet. That's a good thing. It's
Goodell's going to kick here.
It's still early.
25-7 is your score. Tate to hold, another high snap. Tate, ooh,
blocked.
That's no good.
Look blocked.
It's no good.
That did hit the guy in the 10th, though.
11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The score, Paw Paw, Red Bulls, 25.
So, really, two things that we've got to critique or we've got to work on. It's good to walk out of here with something to fix. We got to work on our penalties and we got to work on our kicking.
The penalties, I think, is the one that's going to. I would imagine Coach Stry is going to test them when they're tired next week at practice because those are some, like you said, fatigue mental errors.
Yeah.
They've got 2.5 hours to hear about it on the way home.
I always enjoyed winning and getting yelled at all the way home for it.
Yeah, you won, but against a better team, you might not.
Well, and that's exactly the truth. They're going to play some games this year where
You can't get away with this.
Those penalties will not fly.
The Wolverine Conference this year, people don't understand how improved the Wolverine's going to be this year. Yes, we're getting waxed in some non-conference games, but those non-conference games are against some pretty quality opponents too. You got Hamilton and Coldwater are both going to be really good this year.
Anyone that sits in any of those OK conferences in Grand Rapids are ridiculous talents.
This is we got people watching. Josh Bridges has got some future Red Wolves watching from a pool. That's the right place to be. Oh, there's a big hole. Nice return. Out over the 35. A little extra. And we just talked about it. Alex McNeil on the tackle, but we just talked about it.
Number 39, Alex McNeil on the stop for Paw Paw. Again, flag on the play.
Does anybody see who that was?
I'm losing my stuff right now. I didn't see
that one. I missed that.
I heard the crowd reaction.
The crowd saw it.
Oh, it definitely was. Just the timing alone. We had him pinned at the 35.
Personal foul against Paw Paw.
Even the announcer sounded surprised at that one. So that's going to start Big Rapids right at midfield. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at the 50-yard line. Whistle, 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 whistle. Paw Paw's going to call a timeout because what we need is some dead air.
Timeout. Red Bulls.
The last 20 minutes we played about a minute of football. I'm guessing they're going to get here for right now.
So I'm asked. I'm hearing legitimate questions coming from outside. So that was a 15-yard penalty. Is it spot of the foul plus 15?
Yeah. Well,
Or is it? It should be end of the play plus 15.
It's a dead ball foul,
if it's
so
a dead ball, it's at the end of
It's the at the
It's
end of the
at the end
play.
of the play.
So why did we only? That didn't happen way back at the 35. I mean, the runner
it
made
did.
it. The runner made it out to the 45.
Did he?
I think so.
Well, so he did not give the dead ball signal, so it may have happened. I don't know.
Because I thought it was back here.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a spot foul.
Somebody at home can check us on that one and review it. My memory could be shady on that one.
I got to tell you, one of my talents as coaching was making up my own rules
Yeah.
when I didn't like
or
the
your
call.
or your own field position when you needed it.
Definitely my own interpretation.
Yeah. So, anyways, from the 50-yard line, Big Rapids, they're going to throw. Oh, and that's a hit. There's the hook and ladder for a touchdown. The old hook and lateral, Jason, right for a touchdown. Executed to perfection, and Big Rapids jumps back into this ball game. 10:50 to go. Okay, that's kind of annoying. I got to be honest with you.
I got to tell you, I'm waiting for like a hidden ball trick or a fumblerooski.
So getting back to the conversation, we'll let them kick their extra point or do whatever they're going to do. They're going to go for two here. They are going to go for nope. They're going to kick it.
He hit that hook and ladder 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
For the extra point, Javi Boybanen. Javi's kick.
That's good.
It's good.
Now, do they onside kick?
So we're going to take this.
Ladies and gentlemen, a side note here.
I'm guessing we might see that pooch kick again, and hopefully we'll tighten things up because
Welcome to Big Rapids, Javi.
I don't know. After running a hook and ladder, I could see a full-on.
All right,
onside.
so we're going to see if we can fix the focus. Just a second.
Is it blurry? I don't know what else to do. I didn't think I hit anything. I just tried to focus.
Yeah, it's not on now. No, you wouldn't have hit it. It would have been off the whole game.
Okay, let's see if that helped. Yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't know if I could.
What if you try to turn that manual? Did I take it out of whack? Yeah.
All right, we should be good. It is what it is. We're getting what we get. Looks a little better.
Kicking off for the Cardinals, all the way from Finland, number 27, Javi.
Got an
We have a
exchange student
Finland.
kick.
We have a Finnish kicker.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be looking out for the Borkenjorken here. And that's going to go up and high. PJ DeYoung with the return. PJ slips the first level, gets into level number 2. That's going to be about a.
That is one of the last guys I'd kick the ball to.
We're early in the fourth quarter. The score, Paw Paw 25, Big Rapids 14, Paw Paw takes over.
Well, here comes the time to use that 6-minute drive.
Yeah, well, that's annoying.
Get a little rowdy on the roof here.
Kickoff return tackle, that was number 51, Jonathan Lozinski. Nice job.
Okay, so the Wolves coming to the line.
Ball to 27, first and 10.
In the wing tee. Goodell under center. This is going to be PJ off the left side. PJ's going to get about a half a yard. In
They
the
got 3 linemen over that right side of
the
line.
so
Young on the carry.
the worst enemy of icing the game away is on the field right now, and that's hope. You know, Big Rapids, this is their hope right here.
Well, I mean, this is a huge win. I mean, last year we were their only L. Till the playoffs.
from the tee. Goodell's under center. Gunner's going to hand this to Bryson. Bryson's going nowhere. That's another 1 yard.
Awful lot of penetration through the middle.
Well, they're hyped. They're, right now, Big Rapids has got a spring in their step, and they are actually showing the energy right now. After that 14-minute delay that we had, Big Rapids then got the hook and lateral, got the crowd into it, got some adrenaline going. So the Wolves come up in the tee. They got a pass. It's dropped. Going for Newell. That's an incomplete pass, so the Red Wolves are going to have to punt.
Defending for the Cardinals, number 6, Wyatt Sierra.
I'm not sure he makes the first down if he catches that.
No. Yeah,
with the momentum, and if he could have broke a tackle, maybe.
he was reaching up for it about the 35. He'd have to get another 4 or 5 yards, and he didn't have a whole lot of balance on his side.
There's a good punt. And it's fielded.
Look what I found.
That's going to turn out good for Big Rapids. That one's going to be out of bounds. That's going to be a flag. No flag called. I love it. I think the only thing that saved him there is he fully tackled him and didn't just chuck him. Yeah. I think if he just pushes him there, he probably gets the flag.
Yeah. No, he completed his tackle.
So here we go. Now Big Rapids again. You just feel like the brakes are going their way. We need something to disrupt here. Even a deflection or something that just something to just flip that momentum a little bit the other direction.
Empty backfield.
Yep, full spread. Lots of protection. And he missed it again. I'll tell you, that play has been open every time they've run it, and they have not hit it yet.
Yeah, the pass was on his back shoulder, or he'd have hauled that in.
So we got Silas Penning down here on this side. Marinich on the top. They're going to run it to this side. There's a big play. Austin Ackerman with a huge play for the Red Wolves. Austin, I'm going to give him a second howl on that one. That was a huge, and that's what we're talking about. Getting a momentum play. Now you put them behind the sticks and make it a really difficult. And really, Jason, the first time our pass rushes got home tonight. Yeah, he ate the blocker up and then just went through him. Oh yeah, they're short on time. Back
down
jumps.
to 5 seconds.
4, 3. I don't know. We'll have to see who that was, but it was Silas. It looks like. Yeah, I think it was number 6.
He was not. There's an example of.
No, that was Tate. You're right. It's Kalen Tate.
There's an example of that being a timing pass because that guy was not open. The quarterback just let it go. They got to go for it.
Yeah, they don't have a choice.
To a wing T team, that's a crazy thing.
But you know what? There's 7 minutes to go in this game, or almost 8 minutes. They got time, especially the way their defense has played the last couple of times.
I would say
I mean,
under
you're
normal Paw Paw games, it's not a good choice.
You're coming off a 3 and out. I mean, I think it's the right call by this coach.
I'd watch
I hope it burns them.
I'd watch for a fake here.
That's too long to fake it. There's the punt you love. That's deep, and this is the whole idea. Punt, try to pin him as deep as you can and hope your defense has another stop in them. It's the right play.
It's kind of like that when the Red Wolves went for it on fourth. The coach is saying, "I trust you, defense. Here you go."
That's where they'll take over.
Having running backs out with cramps hasn't helped their offense.
So who we got on the touchdowns tonight? Ben Miller. He's got 2. And PJ.
PJ's got 2.
Well, we got 4.
PJ's got 2. Ben's got 1 for sure. Did Newell get 1?
I think Newell got 1.
No. Newell kept getting stopped on the 1 yard line like 5 times on that one drive. There's a pitch to PJ DeYoung. PJ's got a hole. PJ's out. That's a great run. That's a first down. PJ DeYoung with an 11-yard run when we needed it the most. Their crowd started to get a little fired up. And now, Jason, to your point, you kick into a team that dominates playing time or time of possession and the scoreboard at the moment.
Normally, that's not a very good strategy.
When we run 2 plays and we take over a minute off the clock.
I feel like it's a movie Miracle, though. Every time I look at the clock, it's moved 1 second.
We need a stop.
From the wing tee, Gunnar Goodell's under center. There's a pitch. Kalen Tate. Tate's got 5, though. That's the offense we're looking for.
That Miller on the carry for Paw Paw. Derek Foster on the tackle.
Miller come back. I was just going to ask if we've seen him. Was that Ben Miller? The other thing we haven't seen here is we haven't seen Ben get out on his own. He doesn't need a lot of room. Yep, from the wing tee. Goodell's under center. 6:24 to go. Pitch, PJ DeYoung. Nice cutback by PJ's got it outside. Nice run by PJ. That was a Hall of Fame call, too. I was like tripping over myself the whole time.
A little bit over the 35-yard line. Wyatt Skira.
Great run by PJ DeYoung. Jason, back to what we were talking about the Wolverine this year. Three Rivers is going to be really good. Niles is going to be good. They're losing a few things, so I think, Paw Paw and Niles are going to probably compete for the conference, but Vicksburg's going to be better. Sturgis is going to be better. We've got some teams in this conference that you can't sleep on, and you certainly can't commit a lot of penalties against.
I think Three Rivers is going to be better, too.
Absolutely. Three Rivers is going to be. There's a handoff. PJ DeYoung with another big run. PJ's out across the 40-yard line. All the way down to the 37-yard line and this is a demoralizing drive. Hit that howl again. Yes, we will.
First and 10, Red Wolves.
And they're doing it, PJ's been doing it over the left side of the line.
Well, I think they're stacking so many people on the right.
Well, they're stacking the wide, whatever the wide side of the field is, they're stacking.
From the tee, Gunnar Goodell. This is PJ again. PJ's going to get 5.
Young on the carry.
Any guesses on how many yards PJ's got tonight?
First down.
It's got to be over 150.
Yeah, 168.
Number 14, James Brandt on tackle.
We're going to call it 168 from the spotter's chair. That's an unofficial stat.
Very unofficial.
Red Wolves doing a great job of eating the clock. 4 minutes, 35 seconds to go.
Here we go, fans. Let's hear you. Don't give up on it now. Let's go, defense.
7:53. And that's
Jump.
offside. That's going to be close to a first down. I don't think it's going to quite get there. This is going to be really close. I think it's short.
It's going to be a first down.
It's going to be about a foot short.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Oh, it's less.
It's
like
not by
6
much.
inches.
Oh, that's really close.
Like a half a footstep, and he makes it a first down.
Give it to Newell up the middle.
Looks a little shy of the first down. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Paw Paw.
And I would take every piece of that 25 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and this is where not having this play clock doesn't help.
No, you watch that back judge, though. Gunner knows that.
Ben Miller.
Nice run by Benny. That's off the right side.
That's a late hit.
Number 7, Miller on the carry for Paw Paw. That's a first down carry. Number 13, Dan Langell on the tackle.
Oh, hey. Powell. First down. Look at that.
You got 8,000 of them. Don't be afraid to use them.
Yeah.
Well, we're down to like 7,957 now.
The big round is 22 yard line. First and 10. Red Wolves.
All right, so the Red Wolves coming to the line. It's going to be first down. After this play, we're going to be under 3 minutes in the game. And we're going to get
Equipment issue.
Yeah, so
Got to come off.
don't know who that is, number 6.
Doesn't have a mouth guard. He's pointing at it out on the field.
Yep, they run out and pick it up. What's he going to do with it now?
Well, I don't want to use it as a mouth guard.
Yeah, he's going to throw it on the ground there. Maybe something extra to trip the Paw Paw players with.
Blitz coming from this side.
Oh, Newell up the middle. Nice run. Again, moving the pile forward. That's going to be good for a Paw Paw. First down.
Ran right by the blitz.
Stop there for the Cardinals.
They not give him a first down that?
Goes to another first down.
Nope, he's short.
Are you kidding me?
By the same distance.
No, they're moving him.
Ackerman gave a pretty good assist
Yeah.
Thank goodness we didn't waste
I
one of those 8 down.
I already put the howl out there.
Well, you know.
Say we can see it from up here. Might be officials.
First and 10. Red Wolves.
All right, so the Red Wolves, again, a debilitating drive. Gunner, under center. Handoff. This is PJ off the left side. PJ's going to go ahead for about 4. 2:41. They're going to be under 2 minutes after the next snap. We get a timeout? Yeah, Big Rapids is going to call a timeout. They're going to, so we won't be under two minutes after the snap, but be close. Well, Jason, I think there's some good news and some bad news out of tonight.
What's
that? I think we've got, these are the drives we like to see. We didn't get a big hit tonight. We had a sound issue. What's the sound issue? Somebody tell me what's going on with the sound. We had heard some rumor that there was a buzzing on the broadcast. I don't know where that would be coming from.
Sorry, it was me. I should stop doing that.
Stop. Well, I'm wondering if we got an audio cable crossing an electronics cable. Some buzzing feedback. Let me see this. Let's do that and see what happens. Somebody give me a feedback if making that little change helped.
See, the first thing he does is unplug my
Yeah,
headset.
unplug Jason's mic. So from the tee, Gunnar Goodell under center. This is going to be Gunnar's. So we got things falling all over in the press box. We got
buzzing. We got
PJ off the left side. Gunnar got out and led block on that. It was a little pitch, and then he took off.
Another announcement. We have a credit card at the concession.
Oh, that's my credit card. There's a credit card at the concession. Describe it.
Please tell me the number, the CRV, and the expiration date.
Yeah.
JR. First name, initial J.
JR. If there's anybody out there named with the initials JR, get to Big Rapids like now. They have a credit card. It's over the limit, but they have it. Gunnar Goodell under center. Ben Miller. Ooh.
Yeah, it looks like
They're going to mark him at the 1. It looked like he reached that ball in, but here we go. Down to, we'll be under a minute. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal. Big Rapids is going to use another timeout.
Timeout, Big Rapids.
So, crazy question here, but we're obviously going to run this ball and probably punch it in. But at this point, take a knee.
Was that a first down on that last run?
No, it's, yes. Yeah, it was.
So it's 1st and 1?
Yeah, so I'm kneeling on the ball. Let them call their last time out and the game's over.
Well, I mean, if you really want to put a punctuation mark,
yeah,
you kneel and then run the next one in.
Yeah, they're going to hand the ball off for sure. But I just don't understand this timeout from that standpoint. But I mean, so what's the difference? You're 57 seconds when they score the touchdown, and then you've got your timeout on the offensive side, or you stop it, and then they score the touchdout. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, if we're on like the 30 or the 20.
Yeah. Even the 6.
Yeah.
But the nose of the football is inside the 1, and not to be mean or anything, but they haven't shown a whole lot of ability to stop us on this drive.
We haven't had many. Well, we haven't had many stalemated runs.
They had that one defensive stand, early in the quarter.
But we tried to throw the ball. Also, we weren't just grinding it out.
Well, we had running backs down with cramps.
But it's I got to tell you, the way he's run the ball tonight, this is Bryson Newell if he's in the game.
He is.
I'm giving it to Bryson here as a reward for how hard he's run. Let him pound it up through there. That's PJ. And he's in. No signal yet. They're going to mark him down.
Well, that only hurts Big Rapids.
Oh, no, he is in for the touchdown.
Paw Paw.
So P.J. DeYoung goes in. That's his 3rd touchdown tonight? Yeah. I think I would have given that one to Bryson just as a reward for how hard he's run tonight. Now we're going to have Gunnar kick the extra point. Now he's going to kick this one. He's due.
Time to the red 10.
Oh, pop up, and good. Yeah, never had a doubt. That's right. That was good by at least 1.5 yards.
That was right down the left.
I don't know how you could hit the grass between the goalpost and the track pit, but he did.
I think I'm going to tell Jersey to go talk to Coach Strong.
What's that? What they making him kicking it again? What's going on?
I heard a whistle.
Truly are amazing. You don't want to miss it. Please stay.
Well, I am not nearly as confident the second time around as I was the first time. That was a flop shot. That was like a 64-degree wedge.
He opened his foot.
Foul against Big Rapids.
Oh, they'll run it. So we'll just go for.
On the kickoff.
We still don't have the referee saying that. We got them talking to each other, but they're going to say personal foul against Paw Paw because they're picking up and they're looking our direction.
Well, he showed it against Big Rapids.
Come on, guys. Minute 16.
I mean, either way, it's a dead,
18
dead
game.
ball foul, right?
So,
Not a PAT.
just to be clear, Jason, if they score from 90 yards out, it's an 18-point touchdown?
Against Big Rapids.
Oh, no, it's not. So why are we doing this?
Kick is good.
Kick is good.
So they'll do the penalty on the kickoff.
Left in the game. Paw Paw Red Bull 32. Big Rapids 14. Kick off the foul.
So we'll be kicking from the 50. Here's where you just squib it.
Right down the screamer, down the middle.
All right, so I got nothing else.
No.
These extra conferences have taken all of the banter, all of the witty banter that I may have been able to summon. Got any big plans this weekend, Jason?
No, I don't.
I'm gonna
Contractor
go-
coming out to look at a bathroom that's long overdue.
Yeah, I'm gonna come. I gotta go look
I'll
for
do
a.
some of it, but I'm gonna let them at least put the shower floor in.
We're looking for a car this weekend for one of the kids. So anybody's got a Kia Soul that's in good shape that they're looking to part with, they got 106 people listening. Network.
I tell you what, we traded a nice Kia Soul for a Subaru Forester and some change.
Yeah.
Wasn't the prettiest, but that car ran like a
Yeah, they'll run forever. All right, back at it. Gunnar Goodell to kick it. There's they're going to kick it deep.
In the end zone.
But with the 15-yard penalty.
Yep. They start on the 20.
So there's the classic clear the extra point by 3 feet and kick a touchback. Yeah. That's a kicker right there.
But the extra point went as far as it needed to.
Yep, that's how. Why waste it? It's a hot night, cramps everywhere. Why put any extra into it? It has to be 11 foot high, and what is it? 13 yards, 13.1 yards.
20 yards.
Yeah.
It was 20 and change.
Yeah.
Well, I would watch for the hook and lateral again. And I would put a safety deep down the middle.
Okay, there we go. 10-yard line. Big Rapids takes over.
All right, so Big Rapids, 1:16 to go. How far do they have to be back for an 18-point touchdown?
In the second half.
There's a good throw.
McNeil on the tackle.
McNeil on the tackle for Paw Paw.
I don't remember seeing something like out there much in the second half. Do you?
Not on defense, no.
Kate on the tackle. That last play. Second down. 1.
Trips left.
Oh. Tate saw that one coming.
Boy, that thing floated too.
That is for number 6. Third down, third and short.
No, but we've only made it hurt once, and then it ended up being a turnover.
Yeah. There was 2 turnovers on one play.
Right.
some clean jerseys in the game.
I will say, Jason, that they were extremely hospitable up here.
Oh, absolutely.
Great people. You know, they got us a room to ourselves in the press box. This has been an outstanding experience. Thank you to Big Rapids for everything that they did to make this nice. Thanks to Alan Farnquist, our athletic director, for making the arrangements for us. You know, it's great. We had a high of about 125 eyeballs on our screens, which means if you're at a watch party, that could be as many as 200, 300 people get to enjoy this because of the efforts of those people. So we're always grateful when everybody gets makes us feel so welcome and gives us the opportunity to do this on the road, because we know a lot of people from Paw Paw can't make it out. There's a good pass. It's going to be 35 seconds. Penning on the tackle. That's going to stop the clock while they move the chains.
Nope, you're right. It's been a top-notch experience, yeah.
Yeah, this has been great, you know, and it's fun to come out here and. There's a throw over here. That's not going to – you got to go out of bounds there, dude. Sorry, but you just got to go out of bounds. 21 seconds, 20. It's ticking down. Cameron Armijo with the tackle. Last play, most likely. That ball is thrown, and it's incomplete, so we're going to get another one.
There was nobody open there.
Yeah, but you know what? That's the right throw. Throw it out of bounds, get rid of it, you know. What do we got?
I saw him leaving with his lights on, but must be going to a
But they weren't taking anybody out of here that we saw.
That's why I saw the lights flashing as it's driving out.
I think that was Big Rapids' hope. 6 seconds.
Blitz.
There's the throw. And that's going to do it. So Kalen Tate with the final tackle. So from Big Rapids, great night for the Red Wolves to start off the season, Jason. We've got some things we got to work on, but we are off to the right start. You know, I'll much rather have things we need to work on in a win than things we need to work on in a loss.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So next game is this coming Friday night, Berrien Springs at home. So we've got a week from tomorrow. Please come out to Phelan Field. That is Wine and Harvest Festival weekend. So lots of things to do. We also will have a freshman home game on Thursday night, which is kind of a wrinkle. That's a kind of a twist. So we. Anything else before we sign off, Jason?
Absolutely not. Thank you, everyone, for giving us a listen. Keeps us busy on Friday night or Thursday night tonight.
That sound you hear off mic is not God. That's Greg Southworth doing the spotting for us. So we're grateful for that. Jason Cox, this is Brent McNitt, and we are out.